So Dylan and I knew each other back in South Dakota. And I remember Dylan as this really badass teenager that would come to the shows because we had a pretty impressive like DIY music scene for a while, considering how small of a town it was. And then Dylan would come to the shows, and you had really long hair at that time, and you'd headbang, and like it'd fly like 4 feet in the air. But yeah, this is an older song from around that time, which I don't play very much anymore, but I thought I'd do it for this occasion. Dollar signs and imaginary lines. Then they wrap the whole thing up in old barbed wire. And they take a no trespassing sign and staple it on top, prosecuting anyone who tries to enter. This house is full of boundaries without much form of diplomacy. This house is full of enemies with no reason to be hostile. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. 'Cause they're just so afraid of living. Their comfort zones out of dollar signs and imaginary lines. And they erected giant walls to keep each other out. Then they called themselves countries, and all the rest were aliens, prone to get zapped if they tried to get in. This country's full of boundaries without much room for diplomacy. This country has some enemies with some reason to be hostile. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. 'Cause they're just so afraid of living. Constructed my comfort zones, no more dollar signs or lines, and I welcome anyone since I've no need for boundaries, and I welcome all the challenges I can find for myself. It keeps me alive, keeps me alive. I can do so much more than just survive. It keeps me alive. Keeps me alive. So take me to Siam, take me to Canaan, take me away to Czechoslovakia, to the USSR. Take me away to any kind of place that can give me hope for change. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Take me away. Pheasants who can fly across borders. There will always be pheasants who've no need for fucking passports. There will always be pheasants who can fly across borders. There will always be pheasants who but there will always be pheasants.
Pheasants!
Thank you. That song's very, very South Dakotan because that's the state bird. Okay. So this next song I wrote about 5 or 6 years ago when I first moved to Olympia, and I definitely still had my rose-colored goggles on when I was viewing Olympia, which I mean I still think Olympia's pretty rad, but definitely not as naive as I used to be. So. I've got no real direction, but I'm developing quite the collection of experiences some folks don't achieve in a lifetime. Some not so great, some a bit overplayed, but none too dreadful to regret. When I take the time to reflect and look at them in retrospect. Tours and cults and video shoots, a band called Letters to Friends, campy brigades traversing the world, performing songs about peace. And through all this you'd assume that I experienced love, at least. But alas, not I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it had a little bit to do with being a queer anarchist stuck in the Midwest and having finicky standards. But these last few months I have been blessed by a lark that led me to Olympia. And sure, love here is still kind of elusive. Polyamorous puzzles, they get quite confusing, but I keep wishing and hoping someday I will discover at least one committed and kinky lover. But in the meantime, I'll content myself to suffice with all these great platonic bonds I've uncovered. And now I look back on all the friends that I've loved, all the beautiful lives that I've touched. Once again, I feel blessed and sprinkled with luck. And when asking myself ways my life's incomplete, I am grateful to answer not much. Sure, I've got issues and shit to work through, like my student loans, how I'm trying to cope. But I'm using all the best tools that I have, my newly unfiltered and wide open heart, a good sense of humor, adventure, and hope. Thank you. So this next song was about a friend who was leaving Olympia because she was pretty disillusioned with this place. I don't quite share her point of view, but I can kind of see where she's coming from. And Savvy actually was one of the co-contributors to this song, which we wrote to Lupe's going away party. So. You say end of the coma, the I say end of a chapter, at least for everyone here who's been graced with your laughter. I hope you know you'll be missed, Lupe. Once told me Olympia is the worst place that you've been. As far as people making a huge deal about the pigment of your skin, it's ironic in a place boasting to be about breaking down systems of oppression, that limiting people to their demographics is the popular obsession. But you see your friends foremost as people, and not by the ways they're identified, because everyone is equal to your non-judgmental eyes. I hope you know you'll be missed, Lupe. For your awesome threesomes, you'll be missed for your hospitality, you'll be missed for your ability to make each birthday a special formality, you'll be missed as a yoga princess, you'll be missed as a superhero, you'll be missed for all the times you babysat Kai, Scarlet, and Bandito. I hope you know you'll be missed, Lupe. You say end of the coma, but I say end of a chapter. At least for everyone here who's been graced with your laughter. I hope you know you'll be missed, Lupe. 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 Now I'm just going to play 2 songs on ukulele.
Yay.
Which I'm always hesitant for Megan to go first, because she is way better at ukulele than I am. But I try and make up for it with my wit, though. So this is a brand new song that I haven't played for an audience yet. And it's a satirical song about a news article I read a month or 2 ago. And I kind of tell the story about the news article in the song, so I won't bore you with it now. But anyways, the song is called Gays Represent the Patriarchy. spring of 2016, a union of students made a righteous decree that gay men aren't oppressed enough to represent the community. Worst of all, they're guilty of misogyny. We went from GLBT to LGBT as an attempt at inclusivity, but now we're considering revoking the G, since gays represent the patriarchy. Never mind the higher risk of HIV, or the criminal status for most of history, or the punishment of death in Muslim theocracies in the oppression Olympics. That's hardly noteworthy. We went from GLBT to LGBT as a gesture of inclusivity, but now we're considering revoking the G, since gays represent the patriarchy. I said gays represent the patriarchy. Now for a dose of some reality. I do not represent LGBT, and that supposed community don't represent me. I can understand the need for solidarity, but not at the expense of individuality, because identity politics often can lead to the slippery slope of collectivist thinking, to dangerous dichotomy of us versus them, or the myopic delusion of ubiquitous oppression. Just because we like dick doesn't mean we hate women. I said just because we like dick doesn't mean we hate women. We went from GLBT to LGBT as an attempt at inclusivity, but now we're considering revoking the G, since gays represent the patriarchy. I said gays represent the patriarchy. I said gays represent the patriarchy. And now we're considering revoking the G, and then all we'll be left with is a BLT. Which I guess isn't so bad unless you're vegan or a pig. Alright. So if that one wasn't controversial enough, this one is another, this one's a very blasphemously gay song. And there's actually an homage to another band from Vermilion, South Dakota in this song, called Asm. Well, their biggest hit was called Jesus Should Eat More Pussy. And I'm pretty sure you'll be able to tell which line in this song is a reference to that. Kicked out of the Garden of Eden. That was the same year I got estranged from church. In both cases, the crimes were blasphemy and third-degree premeditated sodomy. 'Cause Mother Nature loves us, but God kinda hates us. I just wish Yahweh would go suck a cock. So this alienated teenager tried witchcraft for a while, but got occult mixed up with regular cult. And agnosticism fit the bill for his non-committal mind. He thought his religious views could not be defined. But then at 27, he finally realized he can no longer let the truth be disguised. Yahweh's homophobia was not just from being a douchebag, it was internalized hatred, because God is a fag. Jehovah made the rainbow sparkle shine with radiance, which should be enough validation for one to be a gaytheist. 'Cause Mother Nature loves us, but God kinda hates himself. I just wish Yahweh would go suck more cock. Yahweh should suck more cock, more cock. Yahweh should suck more cock, more cock. Maybe if he had more butt sex, he wouldn't be so uptight, and his idiotic followers' claims could not be justified. He'd rewrite the hate speech in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, and rethink his previous objections to sodomy. 'Cause Mother Nature loves us, but God Thank you. I'm Steven Erickson. I've got a few CDs and posters and stuff, but you should really give your money to the touring band because it's really expensive to go on tour. So maybe I could, if you want to buy one of my CDs, maybe we could give the money to the touring band. And I think next is it Table Sugar? Cool.